Queen Elizabeth left behind 2 letters on her deathbed, her last pieces of unfinished business. This is reported in an article on January 13, 2024. In the aftermath of the Queen's death at Balmoral Castle, senior staff, including the monarch's private secretary, Sir Edward Young, were mapping out the days ahead when a footman brought them one of the Queen's famous red boxes. The red box is the daily dispatch of papers from ministers around the UK. There may also be documents and correspondence from representatives from the Commonwealth and other countries around the world. In an excerpt of royal biographer Robert Hardman's book, The Making of a King, King Charles III and the Modern Monarchy, in the Daily Mail on Friday, the author describes how staff discovered 2 private letters that the Queen had left behind after her death on September 8, 2022. We will probably never know what they said. However, it is clear enough that the Queen had known that the end was imminent and had planned accordingly. Were they final instructions? Yep, they were, by the way. Or final farewells, or both. Hardman writes, Elizabeth II had been completing her own last pieces of unfinished business. All right. So we are going to attempt to see what was in the letter that she wrote to Sir Edward Young and to her son. Before we look at what was in the letters that Queen Elizabeth wrote, we are going to have to look at her death, because on the pre-shuffle, I hate to tell you this, but I'm getting that somebody gave her something to speed up her death. There's no question of that. Now, the people who were present, she was at her castle in Scotland. She was at her Balmoral Castle, which is not where she intended to die. It is well documented that she did not expect to die, and at least 4 or 5 days before that anyway, for sure, and that she would never have chosen to die in Scotland. There were a couple of reasons for that I'm not going to get into on this reading. Now, here's what's strange. The day before, on September the 7th, 2022, that morning, her roster was still full. In fact, she had a meeting scheduled on September the 8th. It was something very important. So I don't believe that, I know there are many people who say that, she was sick, she had bone cancer. I realize there's another doctor who said that she had bone cancer. I don't believe that. On her death certificate, it says she died of old age. My right ear is ringing really loudly right now. Now, I know that some of you are going to say, yeah, but if you're over such and such an age and you have cancer, they're going to say cancer is old age. No, I'm not seeing that in the cards, okay? So the other thing is that there is now a book. You saw the intro, and obviously we saw the memo, the notes from Edward Young. And I'm going to show you what I believe she put in the letters, but we do need to look at what caused her death, okay? What we do know from some of the other documents that have been filed officially, that on the evening before, the night before her death, Anne was at Balmoral. I know that there are some accounts that say that she just happened to be there on September 8th. Well, she was there the night before, and so was somebody that I don't like, Clive Alderton, who is a Taurus. He is currently the top dog. I think he calls all the shots. He is the private secretary to the king right now. And I believe that Alderton is in a massive position of power. Let me show you a picture of him. So here you can see Charles and Camilla. That is Alderton right there. Okay? He is a Taurus. Now, at some point, we know that this guy was there, Dr. Douglas Glass. He's the one who filled out the death certificate. There's Sir Edward Young, who wrote the memos. Actually, I don't know if I've told you about this. I forgot to tell you about a handwritten memo that has been filed in the Royal Archives that this man, Sir Edward Young, made as an account of what he recalls of her death. It was really weird. It was something like, died of old age, no pain, wouldn't have felt anything at all. Now, just wait till you see what we're going to look at regarding her death. But I mean, it was bizarre that he made those notes. It wasn't part of his job. I think it was in the intro, but he's the one who, for some unusual reason, made some notes that he didn't have to make and said, very peaceful, no pain, died of old age, which people are finding very odd. We also know that the Queen's dresser, Angela Kelly, was there. There she is. Reverend Kenneth Mackenzie was there. All right, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with Clive Alderton, okay? And the reason why we're doing this is I want to start with what he was thinking and feeling on the night of September the 7th of 2022, when he and Anne got together and got on the phone, and it's almost like they had to convince Charles. They were saying, come on, think of how you would feel if you never said goodbye, which is kind of an odd thing for them to be saying on the night of September 7th. All right, so I'm just going to show you the picture again. So we're going to tune in. I'm going to tune in to this Taurus. All right, so this man, what was this man thinking and feeling? By the way, that is the Queen's bedroom at Balmoral Castle. All right. So for that Taurus man, Clive Alderton, bring us back, please, to the night of September 7, 2022, in Scotland, at Balmoral Castle. The night of September 7, the day before the Queen Elizabeth II, passed away. In 4, please, what was Clive Alderton thinking and feeling regarding the Queen? On the night, 2 more. What was he thinking and feeling about the Queen on the night of September? 1 more. The night of September 7th, 2022. What was he thinking and feeling? Why do we have a choice here? Why do we have some kind of a choice? A serious decision. Maybe they were waiting on... I'm not going to guess anything here. I'm just going to read the card's energy. They could have been waiting for somebody to make a choice, so that could be a contract or a decision. It's a major decision. What was Clive Alderton? What was he thinking and feeling the night before the Queen died? What was he thinking and feeling the night before the Queen died? All right, so this could be bringing something out in the open. And that could be waiting for something to come out in the open, waiting for someone to show up, anticipating that something is going, anticipating. You could have been thinking about a bloody parade or the funeral, because these are people here. I mean, this is like these are the horses. They were already planning. I believe there was something about the horses in Scotland. But what and this could be Anne as well, but what I'm wondering is why the hell are they thinking, anyway, what did Clive Alderton think and feel about Queen Elizabeth's health on the night of September the 7th? Okay, so this is okay, just a minute now. This is either William or Charles. I think it's Charles. How did he think and feel about the Queen's health? This is something being revealed. Or that it was a victory for Charles. What? How did he think and feel about the Queen's health on the night of September the 7th? That Charles was in control of it? What? Or that he and Charles were in control of it? What was he thinking and feeling regarding the Queen's health on the night they were... obviously, she was not ill, by the way. But somebody is about to undertake, somebody's excited, somebody's passionate, somebody's about to do something. What was he thinking and feeling about the Queen's health? Now, I believe this is Angela Kelly because she's a Scorpio. Angela Kelly may have undertaken to do something? Jesus. How did he think and feel about the Queen's health? He was trying to figure out or waiting or thinking about, there's a jolly group of people, a little coven there. Somebody taking a risk. What was this Two of Pentacles? Could be somebody considering something. Somebody's either considering, could be waiting for, this here. This person is about to undertake something. What was he thinking and feeling about the Queen's health? Jesus. This is some kind of an undertaking, and I feel that that is some kind of poison. What is the Page of Wands, please, for how he was feeling? And one more. What is the Page of Wands for how he was feeling, Clive was feeling about the Queen's health? See, it's like somebody, this is all good news, right? It's like somebody was giving, what was the Ace of Pentacles? God almighty. God. So it looks like there was some kind of granting of permission from a family. It's a message. And a granting of permission. Obviously, she's not ill. There was a High Priestess secret here, a huge secret. What is this High Priestess secret? It's about something aggressive, violent that was done. What is the High Priestess secret? Something that was planned. Somebody was very angry. There's something revealed in the past. There's a lot of speed here. He could have been angry that Anne showed up. Maybe Anne showed up unexpectedly. Anyway, there's some kind of, so with Libra here, now this could be Dr. Douglas Glass because I think he was born in October. I don't know if he's, it doesn't say what day. There could have been. The Ten of Swords is a death, but I feel like with the 10 swords in somebody's back, I feel like that's a murder. They may have thought that she was going to die by dawn or something. There's some kind of an agreement or a contract here, or it has to do with a Libra, and somebody is really angry. Who was angry here in the Knight of Swords? Jeez. Somebody was angry with somebody over here was very paranoid. Somebody was making things difficult. Something wasn't going as planned because somebody was in fear of something. Who was paranoid in the Nine of Wands? Who was paranoid? Somebody was paranoid about a message. What is the Page of Wands? This is the Page of Wands. It could be Leo. It could be Anne. A message from Anne. See, I don't think that they expected Anne to show up. I do believe that she just showed up out of nowhere. So guess what I'm going to do? I am going to ask how Clive was feeling about Anne, because I do recall that she showed up unexpectedly. On the night of September the 7th, how was Clive feeling about Anne, about Princess Anne? How is he feeling? Okay, there's a lot coming out here. There's death, contract, high priestess, secret, the truth, and somebody going away or somebody traveling away. How is he feeling on the night of September 7th? How is he feeling about Princess Anne? Is Clive feeling about Princess Anne? So this has to do with some kind of an announcement or judgment regarding the Queen. Maybe Anne was asking, how does he feel about Princess Anne? Now, that she was tending to the Queen, or that he was being held back from the Queen because of Anne. There's some kind of a truth. Maybe Anne was asking for a truth. What? Now, over here. Yeah, there he is. He could have been angry with her. How was Clive feeling about Princess Anne? There's some kind of a choice. Yeah, okay. All right. I think what happened was Anne might have been asking for a truth about why over here. This could have been her mother may have seemed out of it. This is somebody who's intoxicated. Let's just see how on the night of September 7th how Anne felt about her mother, because it did say that Anne just popped by. How did Anne, Princess Anne, feel about her mother on the night of September the 7th? How did Anne feel about her mother? There's some discovery that she's having a hard time. How did Anne feel about her mother on the night of September the 7th? That she was about, that somebody was trying to force, she may have felt that someone was trying to force her to die. She was waiting for a death. Maybe she thought that Clive was waiting for a death, because that's a Taurus. Let's see how Anne, she wanted to know a truth. Anne wanted to know a truth. Anne wanted to know a truth about something. Now, I believe, so perhaps Douglas Glass, see, this could be Edward Young, because Edward Young, I think, was on October 24th, so he could be a Scorpio. Glass could also be a Scorpio because his birth date is sometime in October. But what it looks like, how did Anne feel about her mother on September the 7th, the night? How did Anne feel about her mother? Okay. She could have been angry. She might have wanted a truth. Yeah, Anne wanted a truth. This could be a man who was angry. Douglas Glass, wait, maybe, hang on, I gotta find out when he was born, sorry. So, how did Anne feel about her mother? She wanted to know a truth, or she wanted to discover something. How did Anne feel about her mother on the night of September? No, she wanted a truth. She wanted a truth. There's something that she wanted a truth about Taurus. She learned a truth. It looks like maybe she was looking at Clive. Now, there is... Okay, we got to figure out who this bloody King of... Oh, no. This is a Cancer man, I think. Just a minute, I got to figure out who the Cancer man is. That's not a Cancer man, that's a Scorpio man. So it could be Charles. Maybe she was waiting for Charles. A Scorpio is feeling guilty. Somebody's feeling guilty about blocking information. There's some kind of a high priestess secret here, okay? I think we better... So maybe... Okay, just a moment now. Who's in the Eight of Swords? Somebody's not free to do something, to take a risk. What is the Lovers? It's what they were waiting to do, or what they couldn't, or what they were, maybe they were, why were they okay, jeez Louise. Why were they what's the Two of Pentacles? They may have been trying to figure out how to keep something a secret. Something was said, or what is the Page of Pentacles? See, that could be a pill or something. What is the Page of Pentacles? Okay. Something that couldn't be said. What were they restricted? What was somebody restricted from saying? Something about the past. Or a meeting. What were they restricted from saying? No, it's that somebody is not supposed to see something. What was the Two of Swords? It's a decision. What is the Two of Wands decision? Jeez. What is the decision? What decision? What is the decision? There's some kind of trickery going on here regarding the Queen. What is the decision regarding the Queen? What decision did they make? See, I think they decided to Ten of Swords her. Yeah, no, they decided. See, they did decide to do this. There's a High Priestess secret about this sudden change. All right, let's. What is the Page of Wands, please? What is the Page of Wands? Yeah. Somebody was restricted from doing something. Maybe the Queen was restricted from doing something. Who were they trying to hold back? They were trying to hold back somebody. Who were they trying to hold back? They were trying to protect the family from something that they thought would come around. I think we better go and see how the Queen was thinking and feeling on September the 7th. Maybe there was something that she wanted to do that they wouldn't let her do. That could be why they offed her. Okay, do you know what I think we were just seeing? I'm sorry this is taking so long. I think what we're seeing is, I think the Eight of Swords and the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands, I believe, is a message that the Queen wanted to send. And the King of Cups could be Charles. The Eight of Swords, I believe, is them wanting to restrict her from this. On the night, let's just go to the night of September the 7th. Let's just go back. How is the Queen? The night of September the 7th. What was the Queen thinking and feeling? What's the Queen thinking and feeling? She was trying to make a decision about something. What was the queen? It looks like she might have been thinking, well, I mean, this is Saturn in Taurus, and this is somebody who's selfish. She might have been thinking that Clive was watching over her or something. The night of September the 7th, what was the queen thinking and feeling? Oh, no, 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 no. She wanted to, there's some kind of communication here. She was thinking about some kind of communication. She had a desire to communicate something. The night of September the 7th, what was the queen thinking and feeling? No, 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 no. She desperately wanted to communicate a truth to somebody. She might have been demanding to travel. She might have wanted to travel back to England on the night of September the 7th. What was the queen thinking and feeling? Definitely she wanted somebody to take action. This is also the truth about writing and the truth about communicating. She might have discovered a truth about trickery or something. On the night of September the 7th, what was the queen thinking and feeling? Her thoughts were, no, that was a message. She wanted to message somebody. The Page of Wands could be travel. She may have wanted to go back to England. She could have been angry. On the night of September the 7th, what was the queen wanting to do? What did she want to do? She was restricted from doing something. So somebody was lying. She wanted to message somebody about somebody lying. There was a lie here. She was restricted from messaging. Or what did she want to do? What did she want to do on the night of September the 7th? She wanted to get up and wanted to get up and do something. It looks like she wanted to restrict somebody from doing something. What is it that the queen wanted to do? Bring something out in the open? What did the queen want to do on the night of September the 7th? She felt terrible about some kind of truth. There might have been a truth about why she was suddenly feeling sick. What did the queen want to do on the night of September the 7th? What did she want to do? She wanted to take charge of something, or she was demanding a truth. What did she want to do on the night? She wanted to communicate something. She wanted to fix something. She may want to communicate something to Charles. This could be something about immunity or healing. What did the queen say to her advisors? What did she say? That she felt bad about something. What did she say to the people around her? She wanted to make something right, maybe? What did she say to the people around her? That she felt bad about an injustice. What did she say? Now, there's Clive, Alderton right there. Something that she regretted. She may have regretted an abuse of power. This could be Alderton feeling bad. What does Clive Alderton know that the queen said? What does Alderton know? Here we go. Could be something about a death, something about an injustice. What did he know that the queen wanted to do? What did Alderton know that Queen Elizabeth II wanted to do? She wanted to expose an injustice, I feel. The Hanged Man is exposure. What did he know that Queen Elizabeth II wanted to do? Well, she was feeling terrible. She had a sudden realization. What is this regret that she did suddenly have? What did he know that she was regretting? Deaths. Something about deaths. What did he know that she was regretting? See, I feel like it was something cruel and wicked that was done, and I feel like it involves, there was something unfair. Yeah, she was looking back. I feel like these are actions of the monarchy. What was she regretting in the past? Some abuse of power, something could have to do with physical abuse or something. What was she regretting? There was something that she wishes it's like she had an opportunity to do something, and it's to take control of something. Somebody may have there's the family. What did she look? Ow! Something has something to do with an ending. It could be international travel. It could be bad behavior there with the night. What did she want to expose? A giant secret. What is the giant secret she wanted to expose? Maybe she told Anne. It was something very corrupt with the devil. A message exposure. Yeah, this is something that had been long held back. She wanted to say something that had been long concealed, information that had been concealed. This could be something that Kate found out about, by the way. Money was paid. There's money and travel involved. There was somebody who was very angry, or there could have been violence. Somebody was very angry because they wanted the truth. Maybe she was worried about how God was going to feel. There's a lot of anger here. And there's a lot of anger here toward someone who can see a truth seeker. Or somebody was angry at someone who was investigating a truth. Someone was investigating the royal family. Somebody wanted the truth. Yeah. And she had an opportunity in the past, but I feel like it looks like it's something very corrupt. Yeah. There may have been overseas travel involved. And she felt very, very, very guilty. Very guilty. Yeah, she wanted forgiveness. Yeah, for doing something that I'm seeing sex abuse here, so it could have something to do with civil or deaths of children. See, okay, let's just, could have been a contract with some power wielder and somebody knew a truth. Okay, what we're going to do here. So she might have been, now this makes sense. It would make sense if her health, in fact, was declining. But somebody, I feel the Queen suddenly woke up and regained her morality. I believe this is about something very corrupt that the royal family was involved with. It could have been because of Jimmy Savile. It could have been because of that kidnapping of the 10 children, these 10 indigenous children in 1964. It's something very corrupt. And I believe that what happened then, well, let's just see, because it was clear to me on the pre-shuffle that her death was helped along. So let's see. Let's go to September the 8th, because maybe, it looks like they were in the Two of Pentacles on the night of September the 7th, so maybe there was no decision made to knock her off or something. Anyway, let's go to the morning of September the 8th, 2022. Okay, we're going to go through all of them. How was Clive Alderton feeling? Thinking and feeling. Okay, here we go. On the morning of September 8, 2022. Okay, we've got, so I feel like he's in the Six of Pentacles. There's some kind of cheating going on. How was he feeling on September 8, 2022? Okay. Just a minute. What is this? We've got, what is this Ace of Pentacles? What is this Ace of Pentacles? Just a minute. the Ace of Pentacles, it's just too giant to be a simple message. Yeah, I mean, it's huge. Let's just keep going, because this could be travel. Show me what Clive Alderton was thinking. He's feeling very guilty about something. What is he feeling guilty about on September the 8th? This is shame. Something, yeah, if something came out in the open. No, if a truth came out in the open. Yeah, no. I'm telling you, this is huge. There is shame here, not just guilt, but shame. There's still this issue, ongoing issue on September 8th. No. 10 of Swords. There is somebody still wanting to bring a truth out in the open, and they want to apologize. They want to message somebody. And how was he thinking and feeling about what the Queen wanted to do on September the 8th? Very worried. The Moon and the Five of Pentacles, worried that would cause absolute disaster, loss. That something has to keep. He feels like something needs to be kept covered up. Yeah. He worried as hell. There is no doubt in my mind that the Queen had a desire to expose something corrupt that the family had been doing, and they were just absolutely adamant this was not going to happen. Okay, let's switch to Sir Edward Young, okay? Yeah, oh my God. Just look at this. Did I say corrupt? So I feel like over here, so there's Moon in Taurus, and there's Seven of Swords, which is lying, cheating, deceiving. There was something very, very corrupt that the royal family had been doing, but let's just switch to Edward Young now. To me, it seems like we don't know yet what happened to the Queen, but it's clear that she had a desire to reveal something, because she was, here we go again. Wow, maybe she wanted to reveal it to Kate. Look at that. Maybe it was about Kate. Or maybe it was something that Catherine already knew about or was asking about. On September the 8th, what was the Queen saying? What was she asking? What did everyone know that was there that the Queen wanted to do on September the 8th? She may have wanted to see Kate Middleton. What did the Queen want to do on September the 8th? She had a wish. What was the Queen's wish? What did the Queen want to do on September the 8th? She may have asked Anne something. What did the Queen want to do on September the 8th? She said something to Anne. What did she raise her sword about? What did she say? What did she point out? She said, I want to say something. Or say something. What did the Queen point out? Make this man say something. The Queen wanted the king or whoever that power wielder is to say something. What was the Queen saying on September the 8th? What was she saying? What was she raising her sword about? It could be two people who are working together. What was she raising her sword about? Something that was wrong, a betrayal. What was she raising her sword about? What was the Queen saying on September the 8th? Somebody was concealing something about something that was being concealed. What was she saying on September the 8th? She wanted a truth. She wanted a truth to come out about something that was being concealed. The truth about, here we go again. That is very bad behavior, bad activity. What was she saying? What did she want to be done? She wanted to make something right. And how would somebody was very, very angry. There was fury, or somebody was angry about, what was somebody angry about? Something that hadn't been exposed, or a giant secret that was being held up A giant secret that was never exposed. A giant secret. There was a message. I believe this is a message. Somebody had a wish. It was somebody's desire to keep something concealed. And there is a truth seeker. There was somebody who was seeking a truth. And I believe that she might have had a little, down here, she might have had a little experience, before she died, she might have had an NDE. There's some kind of a blessing. She wanted to expose something before she faced God, but I do believe that what the Queen was feeling is somewhere in the past there was somebody who was searching for a truth, and the royal family was keeping it concealed. Yeah, and she wanted this spoken. She wanted something said to the man or woman or whoever this is who is searching for the truth. She wanted a message sent. And what was that message? It was about something selfish or a wish or a desire. What was the message? It was about something that was being maintained. What was the message? Clarify. Something that was being managed by a coven. Something, it could have been something about world travel, but it's something that, it's a message about world travel or a message about a trip. Yeah, it's about abuse. Yeah, and I do believe it was about those 10 children. Because there is, the only other thing this could be is if that let's just see how she was feeling about Catherine Middleton at the time. Actually, let's just keep going, because whatever this is, what we do know is that the Queen wanted something to be revealed, okay? Now, let's go to Dr. Glass, that weird-looking guy with the red hair, Dr. Douglas James Allen Glass. He filled out that death certificate and said that she died of old age. What does he know to be true? Now, this Wheel of Fortune there, that's the effect of something, that it's cause and effect. What did he know to be true? What did he know to be true? There's the Knight of Pentacles. There could be something that stopped, or could be something that he had. What is this event there? What is the Wheel of Fortune? What did he know to be true about the cause of her death? There's something that came out in the open there. What did he know to be true about the cause of her death? Something could have been done repetitively. What is the Wheel of Fortune? That's a cause. What caused her death? Just a moment now. What does he know caused? There's the Queen walking away. What does he know caused her death? Yeah, no, it was not a natural death. There's some kind of an attack there. Oh my God. See, Catherine could have been angry. There might have been an argument over Catherine. What does he know caused her death? There's something about Catherine Middleton there. And what is that? 3 of Cups? It's about children. It's a message. It's a message regarding a family and a decision or a contract. What does he know caused her death? And then there was a decision to do something. No. That is an aggressive action. What was the Knight of Wands? Aggressive action. This all has to do with something that she raised her sword about. What did she raise her sword about? Something that, some decision or it was about this high priestess secret. And what does he know? What does Douglas Glass know? There was an argument. There was a giant argument because somebody wanted a truth out. And then what happened? Somebody wanted a truth about this She wanted a truth to be released. And there's Clive Alderton. Then what happened? I feel like he gave an undertaking. He did something selfish. What was done? What's this 9 of Cups? Sorry. It's just like they decided to. How did they make her go away? Who's feeling so guilty? Why is somebody feeling guilty because of what they did? What is this 8 of Pentacles? It's something that took care of them having to face Wheel of Fortune ramifications. What did they do to the Queen? This is some kind of aggressive thing. What is the Knight of Wands? They gave her something. There's the Tower. There was something that they did. They could have injected her with something because we keep getting the Ace of Swords. They definitely sped up her death. And the reason why I believe is because she wanted them. They might have been worried that she was going to get a hold of Catherine Middleton or something. Now let's look at what was in the letters, because this is now all making sense. Actually, just before we forgot to look at all the other people. How was, just before we go on, I want to look at how Angela Kelly was feeling. So Angela Kelly, that was that lady that was dresses the Queen. She's feeling guilty as hell about the Knight of Wands. She's feeling guilty. That was not a natural death. Why is Angela Kelly feeling guilty as hell? Why is she feeling? Because of the Tower. This was a sudden death. Angela Kelly knows everything. Okay, so what I'm certain of is that they sped up Queen Elizabeth's death to prevent her from speaking either with Kate or demanding or sending some kind of communication. So now I know why those letters were there. So let's have a look. We're going to go to Sir Edward Young and see what was in his letter. Thanks. If you're still with me, thank you. All right. So Edward Young, when he thinks back about the contents of that letter, Edward Young, when he thinks back about the contents of that letter, does he know what was in it? Here we go with this bloody, there's the truth seeker. And there's this reveal and somebody's wish. So the letter had to do with, when he thinks back about the contents of that letter, it was somebody's wish. Somebody had a wish. When he thinks back about the contents of the letter, what he's thinking about is protecting that coven. What does he know it was in the contents? That there's that anger again. It could be violence. How does he feel about the contents of the letter? What he feels like is that, and I feel like this is the Queen, someone was very angry about not being able to move. Someone was angry about not being able to do anything. Someone was angry about being trapped. And I think it was the Queen was angry because she couldn't do anything about. When he thinks about the contents of the letter, some kind of a decision here, a major decision. When he thinks about the contents of the letter, decision to hold something back. He thinks about the contents of the letter, holding back the family or something controlling the family. Family being selfish or a wish that the family has. Protection. So the star could be protection or immunity. That they would walk away from immunity. When he thinks about the contents of the letter. I mean, there's the Magician here. This could be communication or trickery, though. No. There's the Tower again. He thinks that it would pull down the entire monarchy. It would cause the Tower. There was something, because there's something illegal here that had been done with the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords is illegal behavior, and there's some kind of the energy of Taurus here. I mean, that could be Clive Alderton, but it's almost like somebody had to take something to the grave with them. There's a promise, an obligation here. Something is stuck because of illegality. What is this tower? Like, when he thinks about the contents of the letter, there's a giant tower. Why is there a giant tower? Because of this Ten of Swords ruin. What did she ask him? It would ruin the royal family. What did she ask him to do in the letter? I don't know, protect the royal family or heal something? What did she ask him to do in the letter? So, I mean, there's an idea of it's something oppressing, somebody being oppressed because of immunity here. What did she ask him to do in the letter? Something that was impossible? Or to end oppression? What did she ask him to do in the letter to bring something out in the open? And it was about a Ten of Swords, betrayal and pain. She asked him to bring something out in the open and to heal something, to ask for forgiveness. Yeah. That was her wish. That was her dying wish. What did she ask him to do in the letter? To heal something? What did she ask him to do in the letter? To bring out a truth. Did she ask him to do in the letter? Yeah, to bring out a truth. Now this is interesting, because I'm finding it interesting where this person is looking. It's on the land, which is where I think the children's bodies are buried. I'm going to try it on a couple other decks. When Sir Edward Young read that letter, what was in the contents of the letter? There's something that's stuck. It could be an obligation again. So maybe the royal family was working with another. Yeah, again, there's this idea of a revealing, and exposing something. What did she say? Exposure and healing. What did she say? What did she ask Edward Young to do? There's an idea of somebody feeling very guilty, very stressed, about immunity, and over here is communication. What did she ask Edward Young to do on her behalf? What was her dying wish to him? Now, this is interesting. So this could have been something about who's the Queen of Cups? What did she ask him to do? Okay, there's the King of Cups. Just a moment. So that could be Charles and Camilla. To work with Charles and Camilla. What did she ask? Or that could be Seville, because that could be Scorpion. What did she ask? To heal something, or to protect Charles, or what did? No. This is a Page of Swords. This is someone who's investigating. And look at this. So this is immunity, I feel, that the whole monarchy had, the Star's immunity. And this is somebody who's on guard, who knows the truth, right? What did she ask Edward Young to do? What did the Queen ask Edward Young to do? Well, there's somebody here who's aware. To be aware, or to, collect information on this. This Knight of Wands behavior is sex. It's very bad behavior. What did she ask him to do? Yeah. Either she said that it's going to destroy the monarchy. What did she ask him to do? I mean, it's something that was very sudden and unexpected. What did she ask Edward Young to do? It has to do with, there was something that was concealed here. By the way, she suddenly got very sick. But what she asked him to do was, this is something that the royal family is concealing. And there's a tower. What did she ask Edward Young to do? Maybe she asked him to meet with somebody, to take an opportunity. Yeah, there's somebody who's seeking the truth. somebody to take an opportunity, or she handed him an opportunity. Did she ask him to do? It was with regard to something that was concealed. What is the for of? She may have asked him to send a message about where something was concealed. Did she ask him to message somebody? Did she ask him? Okay, so this could be her son, Charles. Okay. In her letter to Sir Edward Young, she said that she was sending this, she said she wanted him to do something with Charles. What did she ask Edward Young to do regarding Charles? What did she, sorry. Okay. So this is some kind of, this could be Clive. I mean, it could be apologizing for doing, for some kind of cheating or something. What did she say to Sir Edward Young? Like, there's a truth and there's an opportunity. It had to do with taking an opportunity to get a truth or give a truth. She wanted him to take action. There was a woman who wanted. See, it's like there's a feeling here of an opportunity of giving a truth. Queen Elizabeth might have had it in the past and she didn't take it. Now she wants somebody to have a truth. What is this truth? What is this truth? Look at how angry everybody is. Truth. And I mean, this King of Wands could be about a dominating, I don't know who that is, but a dominating, they're over here. There's somebody who's, that could be Anne, or Seven of Wands. It's a woman who is defending herself, and someone's angry about it. It's somebody had immunity. That's how they defended themselves. And so a truth could not be, so a truth was put on hold because somebody was working with the family. A truth was put on hold. A truth was put on hold. Perhaps because she was protecting Charles. And perhaps when he was not king, he wouldn't be safe. Geez, maybe he took part in something. Who is waiting for this truth, according to... Well, there's something that's been covered up. A Pisces? The moon, I mean, it could be a lot of people. Yeah, no, the moon and the devil, it's really horrible. It could be abuse. And there's anger. There was some kind of a proposal here, or to expose something. And why wasn't something exposed before? Why didn't she expose it when she was alive? Because of the family. Because there were members of the family that maybe, because of this person, because somebody in the family did not have immunity, I think. Somebody took part in something. All right, so what we're going to do right now, this is about children. This is about children. There's pages all over the place. Yeah, I feel like this is about abuse of children. She raised her sword to Clive Alderton, I think, or there could have been something was very, very, very difficult. Somebody was making something very difficult to find a truth. Yeah, and somebody was looking for the truth about some very nasty. There are children here, right? And there's judgment here because the family would have been under judgment. But somebody is looking. There are lost children here. I'm sorry, but I think this is about those 10 children that went missing. There are children missing here. And there are graves. I believe this has to do with that sick game, that was done back, I don't know when it was, but there were children that were, I do believe this has to do with the indigenous children who were kidnapped, and I think their bodies could be, their bones could be on the royal family's ground. Let's just see what the letter to Charles said. Maybe she thought that now Charles is king, that it could be exposed because maybe, she thought that he had immunity, once he becomes king. But this is ridiculous. How on earth did she think the monarchy would survive? Maybe she thought it wouldn't. Let's just have a look at what Charles felt, how he felt about his letter. So this is so long. When King Charles opened up his secret letter, what did he read? Yeah, again, there's something about an injustice and, bad behavior. What did he read in his letter? Here we go again. 10 of Swords. It doesn't matter what deck we pick up. It's like, it's the Justice card there. Something had to be made right in the letter. Yeah, here we go again. A truth. She wanted a truth exposed, and it's about this 10 of Swords. Yeah, and there's some kind of, there may have been, there could have been some kind of a ruthless decision here. Have a look at this. Could have been a promise, with law people, a promise to now, just look, why would we have somebody looking at the land here? What is that? Show me a little bit more about how Charles felt about the content of that secret letter. She was raising her sword again. There's some kind of an apology or a message that she wanted to send. What was she telling Charles to do? This wants to come up. To communicate something, do something. What was she telling Charles to do? Take an opportunity. What was she telling Charles to do in that letter? Again, to maintain something or to make something right. What was she telling Charles to do in that letter? There's something that had been concealed to expose. Yeah, there's something that had somebody is maintaining, somebody concealing something, maintaining the concealment, and this is exposure. What did she ask her son to do? What did Queen Elizabeth ask her son to do in that letter? To communicate and there's judgment, to bring judgment. What did she ask King Charles to do in that letter? Again, to communicate something about lies and trickery and illegal behavior. What did she ask Charles to do? Illegal behavior regarding the family. What did she ask Charles to do in that letter? To end the family? What did she add? What did she add to change something? Yeah, look, there we go. There's the lost children again. And look at this. Deaths. What did she ask Charles to do? To send a message, to message about these missing children. To say something. What did she ask Charles to do in that letter? Take an opportunity to speak. What did she ask Charles to do in that letter? There's some kind of an opportunity here, it has to do with the deaths, an opportunity, to take control. What did she want him to do? To make a decision. A choice, a very serious choice. She told him to make the right choice. What did she tell him to do? To make the right choice, to say something. Did she tell him to do? Yeah, to apologize about something being concealed. What did she ask him? What did she ask Charles to do? To end the concealment or end something? Yeah, to try really hard. I mean, she may have said, what did she ask him? What does he know that she asked him to do? To think about? Somebody's wary here. What did she ask? Sorry, what does Charles know that she asked to expose something? And it could have been about a young girl. What did she ask her son to do? Yeah. Yeah. To expose something, to apologize about, some missing children. There's a truth. There's the truth that's been concealed. It's about illegal behavior by the family. I'm just going to, and how does Charles feel about the letter, the death wish? How does he feel about the letter that his mother wrote him? How does Charles feel about the letter that he could be angry about having been faced with some kind of a choice. How does he feel about the letter? He wants immunity. He's chosen immunity. How does he feel about the letter that his mother wrote him? He feels like he's obligated to protect. Yeah, he's stubborn. How does he feel about the letter that his mother wrote him? Feels like it might end the family. How does he feel about the letter that he's angry? How does he feel about the letter, or people would be angry? How does he feel about the letter? He's just angry. There could be fighting amongst the coven there, amongst the group about this. He feels. How does he feel about the letter? It's the letter. Yeah, he feels like it would cause an absolute disaster. I'm just going to switch decks here. Let me try this one. Sorry, this is so long. How does Charles feel about the letter that his mother wrote him? 6 of Cups, there is the past. An Ace of Vessels, the waters of life. So how does he feel about the letter that his mother wrote him? Somebody wants forgiveness regarding the past, and it also has to do with children. How does he feel about the letter? There's the 8 of Bows. Oh, it looks so horrible. So there was communication here. This was a dying wish for sure. How does he feel about the letter that 10 of Cups and 8 of Bows? So what he feels is there's something having to do with communication about the family, or communication or travel. How does he feel about the letter that his mother wrote him? 9 of Swords, worried, sick. He may actually lose sleep over this. The 9 of Arrows. How does he feel about the letter that worried, sick, and the moon? We've got the 9 of Swords and the moon. He could be he may lose sleep about this. Yeah, because there's been some kind of exploitation. That's the 6 of Pentacles, and that's Moon in Taurus. And there's a cover-up. How does he feel about, there's this, do you see this? This is a huge exposure here with the sun. My hands are shaking. What he feels is that it would expose exploitation. How does he feel about the letter that his mother wrote him? There's the Magician again, and it could be trickery, and there's a King of Pentacles. I don't know who that is, but it could be someone who was involved, and there's exposure. There was some kind of transport here. Wheel of Fortune in the past. He feels like somebody howling at the moon there. There may be, I'm seeing here, Let's just keep going. I'm seeing a lot about forest. There's, the ancestor and the son of light. So we got the Hierophant and the sun. This could be Taurus, and it would clear. There's the idea of it would expose his ancestors. Maybe he feels that it would expose. Yeah. Oh boy. There's something here about a tradition being maintained. God almighty. How does he feel about the letter? There's something here about maintenance and balance. What is the magician here? Because it's coming up here as the shaman. Exploitation. Yeah. Stag. What is exploitation, please? Has to do with the King of Pentacles. What is exploitation? Ooh. Well, we've got the King of Arrows, which and it's coming up as a kingfisher, and it's coming at another king. So this could be a lawman, and this could be something that somebody works at. My God, do you know that somebody may have found bones? Because I'm actually seeing some kind of archaeologist. How does he feel about what his mother asked him to do? We've got Justice coming up here, card 11. It's called the Woodward in this deck. And this could either be Taurus, it could be Clive, or it could be a tradition or an abuse of power. So there's something about justice, the law. Yeah, here we go, the Ace of Swords. The truth about an abuse of power. He may feel that it would absolutely, Ace of Vessels and Ace of Swords. The truth, as he could be wondering here if people would forgive this truth. There's an idea here. Yeah, the Knight of Bows, that's not good. Somebody's asking for forgiveness for this terrible Knight of Bows energy. That's same thing as the Knight of Wands. And there's some international lawman coming after. There could be, yeah, he feels like, so that there's been, he feels like what's happened. Jeez. There's the Devil again and the Wheel of Fortune. I think I'm telling you right now, there are skeletons on that land. Yeah, there's that Knight of Wands again, and there's the Six of Cups, which is children. But it looks, I'm seeing land here. Yeah, Ten of Bows, responsibility. He does not want to take responsibility for this. He doesn't. Does not, and there's some collaboration here, and he feels like, again, the Blasted Oak, that's the Tower. He feels like the bow will break. Yeah, and it's just that kind of deception will just break down the monarchy. Now, just give me a moment, guys. I'm sorry this is so long. Sure, just to be sure, I'm just gonna go back to the letter that Edward Young. That she wrote, Edward Young. And there we go again. Six of Cups and the Devil. Corruption in the past, and it has to do with children. The letter that she wrote, Edward Young, Five of Wands and Six of Cups, attacks in the past. The letter that she wrote, yeah, and there's Temperance again. Again, what is Temperance, please? It's like something that was that's something that was maintained. Four of Swords. Something was concealed. Something was concealed for a long time. What was the deck I wanted to? Where is the bloody? Where's the Marseille deck? I'll try this one. When Edward Young read the letter, the secret letter that the Queen wrote him. What did she say in that letter, ask him to do? Again, there's something, there's something very, very wrong. There's some kind of a betrayal. She wants, to It could be a betrayal in relation to, again, the Knight of Cups. She wanted him to either handle a message or apologize about a betrayal. There's something that has information that has been concealed, held back, an apology that has been held back, or messages that have been held back. Somebody is, I don't know what that is, that it could be about a woman. Jesus. What is the Five of Wands, please? It's a lie, and it could be about a child. What did she want Edward Young to do? Ask for forgiveness again about a child, or lies about, what did she want Edward Young to do? Make a decision. Make a decision. Make an important choice. What did she ask Edward Young to do? Make a decision. And it's over. It has to do with revealing a truth. Choosing to look at a truth, choosing to look at a truth about something that was done over and over and over and over again, or something that somebody was asking for. Somebody may have been working on, trying to get that truth out. Somebody was trying to figure something out. There's Judgment. This is what this is about. I think it's child abuse. Notice how there's a tree there. There's two children being terrorized. Look at that. The Grim Reaper. What did she ask, sir? What did she ask Edward Young? What did she ask him to do? To manage or figure out, there's this truth. She may have asked him to message or manage. No, she asked him there's something to look for the truth, to expose the truth about communication or travel. What did she ask Edward Young to do? I don't know who this Nine of Pentacles lady is, but it could be communication. What did she ask Edward Young to do? Maybe this woman was part of this coven or something. What did she ask Edward Young to do? It has something to do with or maybe to conceal it from the coven. What is the Ten of Swords? It's what the Ten of Swords is what someone is stressing on their deathbed about. Okay, so what are they stressing about? Some kind of a message or an apology, or what is this? What is the Three of Pentacles, please? This could be collaboration here. A decision. What is the Two of Wands decision? No, I think that has to do with something overseas. What's happening in the Seven of Pentacles there, please? Again, there's something is being covered up. Something is, look at this forest here. What is that? What's on that land? What is on that land? Something that somebody is obligated to do, or something that's stuck, something that won't move? Something that somebody is obligated to conceal? What's on that land? It has to do with this Knight of Wands. Somebody's defending it and protecting. What does Edward Young feel is on that land? Something that somebody doesn't, there's somebody who doesn't want, that man does not want the person going in the house. He's covering up, he's standing on the pentacles because he doesn't want anyone taking them. There's a truth here being covered up. What's on that land will reveal a truth. Yeah, and I feel like it's about children. It's exposure. It'll expose something. And I feel like that Two of Wands is something, it's overseas. It could be travel overseas, children, and exchange. I feel like this has to do with child trafficking. I'm so sorry. I feel like there is something very deep and dark. Yeah, something in the past. Something in the past, and it could be about overseas travels. Yeah, and something that has been held up, something that has been maintained. Yeah, and there's karma and judgment. It's it's been causing great difficulty and burden. Somebody's been having great difficulty getting communication about the past. Yeah, because somebody's protecting themselves. They're distancing themselves. They want immunity from exposure or from the ramifications of these crazy things that they've done. One more deck. Sorry, guys. I just want to be sure that I'm right about this. I think I'm going to ask, why were the letters secret? Why were they secret letters? Why was it made clear? And why have neither of them even commented? I mean, 2 books now have been written on it. Because it could have something to do with an international lawman. And also could be evidence dripping out there of something. Why have neither of them? And because, look, this could be international lawman, and there's overseas travel. It could be transportation of children. Why have neither of them? Because the Hierophant, that could be an abuse of power. There's, there's travel over water, and there's, because something would be exposed, because abuse of power. Why have neither of them revealed what's in the letter? What is it that would be exposed? Why have neither of them revealed what's in the letter? Because look at the 8 of Swords, because someone will go to jail. Why have neither of them revealed what's in the letter? There's something about the past and children, puppet show. And I feel like somebody would go to jail with the 8 of Swords. Somebody that could be a woman that was abused. The family made agreements in the past. There's a Queen of Swords, and that could be a child, you see. Did Edward Young speak to King Charles about the letter? Did they speak about the letters? There's lies here regarding children. Did Edward Young and Charles speak about the letter? They're just lying to everyone about it. Did they speak to each other about the letter? This King of Wands there, that man is dominating and manipulating somebody's partings. They're worried sick about it. They're worried sick. It's like a monkey on their back. They're worried sick about is all the sick things that this coven did when they were drunk and partying. Did they speak to each other about the letter? Did they know that the Queen wanted justice about this? Well, she allowed it to go on. Did they speak about the letter, what she asked? They're feeling very, very bad and very guarded. They're feeling very guarded because she made a request. Her request was to have something exposed. Yeah, look at this. That's the 5 of Pentacles, and that has to do with lost children. They lose sleep over this. The 2 of them. How do they feel about the fact that neither of them did what she asked them to do? They're mentally tortured. How do they feel about the fact that neither of them did what she asked them to do? Look at this Knight of Pentacles. That's a promise. They feel tortured. How do they feel about the fact that neither of these men did? They think about something constantly. How do they think about the fact that neither of them did? What is this Queen of Cups? How do they feel about the fact that neither of them, because effing Camilla said, don't worry about it. Charles discussed this with Camilla. Jesus, is Camilla really running the show? How does Camilla feel about what Queen Elizabeth asked Charles to do? How did Camilla feel about what Queen Elizabeth, that she said, don't you dare, what would people think? What would people think? How does Camilla feel about what Queen Elizabeth had Charles to do? Are you serious? She says, do you realize what you guys were doing? You idiots. How did Camilla feel about what, this is all sex is children, somebody abusing children. How did Camilla feel about what Charles was asked to do? She's like, can you imagine what happens when someone sees the truth about this abuse? How did Camilla feel about what Queen Elizabeth wanted Charles to do? People are going to be so freaking angry. And all feel so guilty. She saw that people would be angry with her as soon as they saw the truth. How does Camilla feel about what there would be judgment? Because there would be judgment. There's going to be anyway, Camilla. There's going to be anyway, baby. The people would know. What would people think? There's going to be judgment. And there's an international lawman there. And I'm worried and scared of Judgment. Well, you're going to have it anyway. You'll be judged anyway. This is all coming out in the open, baby. Guys, I'm so sorry this was so long. Sorry, one more. Actually, I'm going to pick a different deck. I'm trying to get a deck. It's just like 5% of me is wanting to understand. Does Edward Young, when he thinks back about what's in that letter, does he ever think about what the Queen asked him to do? How does Edward Young feel when he looks back at them? Look, wow. He's considering something. There's international lawman. There's High Priestess Secret. Come on, Edward, do it. When Edward Young thinks about that letter that the Queen sent him, yeah, look at this. There's somebody watching, and you know, hopefully this is a lawman, an international lawman. Just look at the pain. There's the royal family, 10 of Pentacles. There's the little games that they were playing. And look at the suffering. They're hiding, and they played games on the backs of children who suffered. So I think, does Edward Young plan to take any action regarding the request that the Queen made? Does he plan? That's Eight of Swords. Maybe he's worries about this. Yeah, he's looking at this message. This Page of Pentacles message. Does he plan to take any action in regards to, my God, King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles? Does he plan to do anything that the Queen asked him to do? There's the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. All right. Does he plan to do anything that the Queen asked him to do? He could be thinking that a King of Cups, he's worried about somebody going to jail here. He thinks that somebody is restricted here. He often thinks what's worrying him is that this Queen of Swords, I feel, that's the minor version of justice. Yeah, somebody wants justice, you see, for what these partiers were doing. Does he plan, King of Pentacles, does he plan to do anything that the Queen asked him to do? There's somebody who's eating a lie. There's the King of Pentacles here, and I feel like that's Clive, how Edward feels about it. And there's, I hope he doesn't do away with himself. See, he feels like he'll die on his own sword if he does. The Seven of Swords, that could be somebody who's investigating. There's so much bloodshed here and betrayal. Does he plan to do anything with the Queen? There's Moon, there's the cover-up. There's the Eight of Swords, Three of Swords. Does he plan to take any action? He's certainly suffering. There's the past. And there's a cover-up, the Moon in the past. Does he plan to take any action? Now, this is exposure of the past. He feels like it is really going to hurt. Does Sir Edward Young plan to take any action? See, there are children here. That's the past, children, and that's concealment. There's a child in it, buried in a grave there. Does he plan to take any action regarding what he's in mental torture. There's the Hangman. He feels restricted from exposing because he feels like he'll have to eat a lie. There's lying here. What does Edward Young feel is going to happen in relation to this issue? He does feel like it's a matter of time he'll be exposed. What's this? Oh, there's some idea of a risk here. What does he think is going to happen? He thinks the clock is ticking regarding... He may plan on exposing this when Charles dies. But I still don't think he's going to have the courage. This is a great, big, huge High Priestess secret that he's in control of. And he feels like it would be too risky. Does he plan on exposing any of this? Again, there's a whole lot of anger here. What does he think? Do you see this King of Wands? And just look at all the children that's around him. That is a very nasty king. What does Edward Young plan on doing? This is, you know, concealing, keeping information concealed. I mean, he's looking back at a lie. What does he think is going to happen? The Ten of Swords and the Seven of Swords, it's horrible. What does he think is going to happen? He thinks pretty, my God, hang on now. Sooner or later, I mean, have a look at this. There's a scythe there, and there's, sooner or later, some kind of communication. Something is going to be communicated. Somebody may find something. Yeah, it's just a matter of time. Something is going to change very soon with the Eight of Wands. Yeah, because I feel like there has... I'm just going to see how that King of... He feels like something is going to be exposed. I'm going to see what... Yeah, he says it's just a matter of time before things are going to come out in the open. I'm going to see... Yeah, a lie is being maintained. I'm just going to see who the King of Swords is. Let's hope that that's a lawman, an international lawman. Maybe somebody is investigating. This King of Swords that we've been seeing, show us what we need to know. There's going to be a tower, and it's somebody who's working. I do believe it's an international lawman, because there's somebody who is working. They're working, and there's the tower. That's, you know, show me something that we need to know about the King of Swords. There's going to be a tower in the future, a breakthrough. Show me something that we need to know about the King of Swords. Yes, somebody is not happy here in the Four of Cups. They're waiting. They're not happy about something that's being held back. Show me what we need to know about the King of Swords. Well, what he does know about is the payment of money, and there's transport of children over a body of water. Show me what the King of Swords knows about. He's angry as hell. There's some kind of a group of people here. So what's happening here is in this group that we're trying to conceal something, they're at odds with each other. There's somebody... Nice. Do you think maybe the King of Swords is watching our readings? There's a seer here. There's a psychic here. But look, there could be somebody amongst that group, okay? And it could be somebody in the royal family who knows all their secrets, who knows everything that's being concealed. So there may be, I do believe that a King of Swords is going to get this information, find out all the secrets about everything that's being concealed. And it could be, I don't want to get Princess Anne in trouble. Wow, could be something in the family though. Yeah. It could be somebody knows, there's the Four of Wands, that's the family. Somebody knows all the secrets about this family. It's somebody who has all the accurate information. So hopefully somebody will do the right thing. You know, the monarchy is probably going to come down anyway. Why on earth would they, you know, throw their souls away just so they don't not, you know, embarrassed if they were part of something sick? I mean, this is terrible. At the end, yes, something is like there's a group of people here who are collaborating, who are under an enormous amount of pressure. And it's because they're finding it very difficult to lie. They're finding it very, very difficult to lie. Yeah, just look at the pressure. Yeah, they're trying to control this. And what they're finding difficult here with the Ten of Wands is that making up stories, they're finding it very difficult to lie. There's the King of Cups, so that could be Charles. And the Chariot could, in fact, be William. And there's lying. Charles is lying. He's just avoiding the truth, slipping and sliding all over the place. There's lying about this collaboration, lying about where things are located. And there's this Queen of Swords, and who knows the truth, who's asking, who's demanding. Yeah, just demanding. Yeah, there's lying and there's betrayal. So there's somebody here, yeah, and somebody is very stressed. Yeah, about an ending about the world. Somebody's very stressed, yeah. There's an enormous amount of stress here and burden. You know, the weight of the world is on this person. At some point, it's going to be too much. It's going to be too much stress, yeah. and you know what may be the breaking point? What may be the breaking point for the monarchy? There's the King of Swords, there's the Ten of Wands, and it could be that frigging fake Kate. That may be the person that, ironically, that gets the foot in the door for these investigators, because you see, they didn't have to. Everyone, those idiots. Everything was pretty calm. People were just kind of accepting it and walking away. And do you know what I think they didn't like? That people were accepting that Kate is gone and walking away. People were just accepting it. They're okay. Turn our attention somewhere else. Oh no! Guess what? We're going to bring out Kate at Trooping. Oh, are you? Okay. And now they're worried because we're not exactly celebrating it. Did you hear any cheering, or is anybody? I mean, the people are not happy. Even the people who want to believe that she's Kate, they're not really happy. Deep down, they're at the back of their mind. They're like, this something feels wrong. It was a big flop. And they did it out of greed. All they had to do was shut the F up, continue on with their stupid little story. But no, their ego got up. They couldn't stand the fact that, the only thing that made them popular was that Kate was missing. But now I guess they're realizing that now, bringing her out in the open and bringing out this foolish girl who was flicking Charlotte's hair and looking around like it was her first day, outside. It was just at the personality of that woman. It was very childish. It was very, very weird woman. Anyway, let me know what you think, guys. Thanks for watching. For those of you who hung in, I know this was an incredibly long reading. Okay.